to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will get the ball first. Running back searching for a hole. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They've got the screen set up. Runs through a tackle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. There he goes. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Wolverines are on the move.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Shakes off the defender. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Indiana's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drop.
Turning it on! Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Vick. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
They'll give it to him again. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. He'll pitch it. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And the catch and run into the end zone.
this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Pollard, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Looking to throw on third. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Here's a return from midfield. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to fire on second down. Pulls it in. It's Westbrook. Just plowing ahead. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Throw to the end zone, picked off. They make the stop right at the 10-yard line, but oh, what a turn of momentum with that interception. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Mung. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Here's the handoff. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And the Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Mung. Breaks into the open. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch? The Hoosiers have this offense rolling. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Algier. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Defenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Indiana! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll go to the toss. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Wolverines. Once he got some room, it was over. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create.
Flying out to the left. The 30. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Makes the grab. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. 3rd down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. From the gun. Wants to pass. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
Man, that's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk.
There he goes! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Got room to work. Got enough for the 1st down. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Michigan.
that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor.
And the Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
The Hoosiers will hustle to the line. Snap from the gun on third down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. On the ready. Quarterback making checks. 29 Philly. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Going for it all. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return. Ripping through the defense.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Handoff to the lone back. Turning it on. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Hoosiers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Now from inside the red zone. Going for 6. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Monk. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down.
The defense just can't seem to find a way to get off the field. That time, QB sneak for the first down. They need a turnover or something to try to generate some momentum.
Looking to throw. Under fire. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. The official says no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Clemson is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over Kentucky. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Makes the grab. It's Jordan.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
Punt is on its way. Now on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Long play action on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Wolverines want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going.
He's going for it all. Makes the grab at the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Michigan! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Briggs. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Hoosiers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bringing the heat. Trying to get rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Reels it in down the left side. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Caught over the middle. It's Mung. There he goes. Kush down for the tackle. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Gives it on the option. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Here's the heat. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Snagged out of the air. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Good timing on the quick out. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Wolverines are flying down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Just needs a crack to get a return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything.
Looking for a huge play. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the Hoosiers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Makes the catch. It's Mung. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Line getting set on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Jordan. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. To the air on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Catch in the middle, it's Algier. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it.
Just steamrolling the defense. At the 30, the 10. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Trick 9B. Trick 9B.
Give to the running back. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Breaks into the open. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, for this defense now, being good against the pass is not just going to be in the back end covering people. It's going to be trying to contain this guy at the quarterback position. He is lethal, especially when things go off script. And you saw it on that one. First down, they dial up the pass play, but you're not able to get him on the ground, and now they've gotten another first down.
Got enough space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. That last sack got them behind the stick. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Time is short. Defense still has 3 timeouts, but it's a mountain in front of them, Jesse.
Yeah, the worst-case scenario now for this offense is victory formation, victory formation, victory formation, punt, win the game, David.
No doubt about it. When you're up 2+ possessions, there's no way for the defense to get back in the game. So take a knee, get out of here with the dub.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The snap sets up to throw. With the catch, it's Lewis. And he's wrestled to the ground. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. 2nd down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Westbrook. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. He makes a grab. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming.
Pace, 27, jump. Okay, great.
He's looking to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed them to kick it there. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground.
A shot toward the end zone. And the pass goes incomplete, looking to make things look a little tighter on the scoreboard, but that's going to do it. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.